You made it in just in time. So, as you know, dating apps has become the number one place not only to find your mate, but also to get married. So dating apps have become very important. Now, I want to explain to you guys why dating apps have become important. Because these people are making a lot of money. And they're making this money because people are using these apps. So we need to understand the factors around the usage of dating apps first before we can talk about which dating app might be best for you. All right? So, number one reason why dating apps have been successful is access to a lot of people right from your phone or from your computer. You can meet tons of people. There's a lot of people out in the world that don't like to go out into the world. They're introverts. They like to stay at home, but they want to meet somebody. They don't want to be alone, so they use dating apps. Other people use dating apps because they feel scared. A lot of men have said this. They feel scared to approach women now in public because I know on this app, TikTok, and several other apps, it's been said time and time again by women, don't approach us when we're in the grocery store. Don't approach us when we're at the gas station. Don't approach us when we're at the mall. That has changed. It used to be that you only got approached in public when I was growing up because there was no dating apps. There was no way to meet people really online like that. And now a lot of women are saying, don't approach me in public. Also, women don't know how to flirt anymore. Flirting skills have been degraded. Flirting skills have been eroded significantly. You guys are terrible, most of you. Not all, most of you are terrible at flirting. You suck. You literally suck at flirting. You suck at it. You suck at it. Because flirting was an art that used to be taught by mothers. It used to be a whole thing. You walk in front of a man, you smile, you drop a handkerchief, drop a book, drop something. He goes down as a gentleman to help you pick up. You meet eyes and you know how to flirt. A lot of you guys don't know how to flirt anymore. So that's another reason why dating apps have become popular. Erica just said she gets nervous. A lot of people get nervous, women and men. So people feel less nervous when they're in the comfort of their home or on the comfort of their phone, and they don't have to worry about rejection. Rejection. Now, I'm in the music business and I'm in California. I'm not scared of rejection. I'm used to it. There's a rule that in an online business, a customer has to see your ad 7 times before they will buy. So I take that to life and say, if I'm going to meet a woman out in public, I need to be ready to be rejected 7 times before another woman says, yes, I'll give you my number. And I'm going to teach you guys some skill sets to handle the nervousness, because we all get nervous. You know, I played in Wembley Arena, some of the biggest arenas in the world. I pitched to Apple, one of the biggest corporations in the world, and to other major corporations. I was just talking to a CEO of a major corporation right now, making a pitch for something. We all get nervous, but there's a way to control that. There's a way to give ourselves the confidence to be successful. I'm going to get to that on the next part. And then we're going to talk about how to be most successful on dating apps. And then I'm going to take questions about what you think that you can do specifically to improve your dating life. Now, I don't do nothing on this channel that's just my opinion. I always go and do the research so you don't have to. So I'll pull this research. So let's get started. Okay. When we're talking about just in general, and everybody tap that screen real quick. We need to get over 10,000 because I'm getting all of these flashing messages on my side, which are distracting me from TikTok telling me to get the likes up so I can get more viewers. So you guys everybody take a quick second and do a bunch of double taps on your screen. Please, I beg of you. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Excellent. All right. So let's get into it. The top 5 dating apps overall, just in general. This does not go down to your specific situation. So this is in general. Number 1, and I have personally used this app, is Hinge. Now, Hinge touts itself as the dating app to be deleted. You download Hinge to find someone to be with, marry, and you delete the app. That is their whole promotional situation. Now, Hinge does things a lot differently than most dating apps. From the aspect of you don't swipe. You don't swipe left or right. You X or you select. Now, what's the difference? The difference is huge. It's easier to swipe than it is to X. A swipe is much quicker. You can't X that quick. They hold you up. Make sure you look at the people. You actually are looking at the profiles. Another thing that I like actually about Hinge is the people, instead of super likes, you can send someone a rose. That's kind of like a super like, but I think it's a more, how do I say this? It's a more elegant way of saying, I really, really like you. I really, really like your profile. The next thing that's different about Hinge is that Hinge will allow you a lot of filters to search by. If you're looking for a specific ethnicity, you can get down to that ethnicity. If you're looking for someone that specifically likes a certain pet, you can get down to that. Their filters are very, very good, right? So, and Hinge has a lot of success creating long-lasting relationships. The other thing is you get to, every picture you put up, you kind of get to explain the picture. And you can also do a voice introduction as well, which I think is really cool because you can learn a lot about people in the tone of their voice, how they present themselves, how they speak. You can learn a lot about them. So I like those features. So Hinge is rated number 1 now. Best for marriage. Now, really, real quickly, you get the best results out of Hinge by spending money. So don't think you're just going to go and get the free thing and find the love of your life. This is one thing you got to understand. If you're not really spending $0 on dating apps, you can't say that it's trash because you got a trash subscription free. You get what you pay for. The best for marriage, if you want marriage, is Match.com. Match.com takes a Match app, the Match app. It takes a very scientific approach, and they're going to push people that their algorithms see as not really trying to really have something serious. They're pushing everything to the back. They're pushing them to the back. The people that are most serious, that use the app the most, because apps weigh you by how much you use it, your interaction with the app. If you use it more, then they push your profile more. If you use it less, you go into the back of the line. So if you're wondering why you're not getting the matches that you want and the people that you need, it's probably because you forget about the app for a week and then come back to it and have to say sorry to all of the people you match with because your ass been doing some foolishness for a week. If you got time to be on TikTok, you can check your dating apps every day. All right. The best for exclusivity, monogamy, is an app called Raya, Raya. Now, I've never used Raya. This is significant research I've done. But they speak, if you are a hyper monogamous where you only want to date one person at a time and you're not going to be taking dates, ladies, if you're not going to be taking dates from 3, 4 men at a time, and you only want to go one at a time, Raya might be an app you want to look into considering. Best for first dates, and I've used this app. Best app for first dates, Bumble. Now, there's a couple things you need to know about Bumble, ladies. If you ain't got no game, you probably don't want to use Bumble, because Bumble is a feminist app, which means that the woman has to go first. So let's say you and I match. That's great. But until you message me, I can do nothing. The woman is in control of the process. After you message me, then I can respond. But I can tell you, as someone who has used Bumble, if you come with a gift, if you come with a gift, if you come with something corny, if you come with any of this stuff, a gift, something corny, any of that, unmatch, delete, unmatch, delete. So you got to come with something serious if you're going to be a part of Bumble. Okay? You can't just come with WYD or hi. It doesn't work. Of course you are cute. You're pretty. But there's millions of pretty women on there. And if you match with the guy, more than likely he got a bunch of other matches too. So you're going to have to say something interesting. You're going to have to come and say, hey, one of the things that I liked about your profile is that you're always smiling in all of your pictures. You look like a very engaging and happy man. I really like that about you. You got to come with a compliment. If you don't know how to compliment men, you better learn, because you're in the weeds now. All right? That's Bumble. But Bumble, they're saying, is best for first dates. If you're a part of the LGBTQ plus A community, there's an app called Her, Her. That is the app for you. If you're Jewish, there's an app called J-Swipe, which I think is actually kind of cool. And then if you just want to clap cheeks, you've been in something serious, you're coming out of something serious, you just want something that you can, hey, we're going to go out, have some fun, but nothing serious. You all know this app, and it's called Tinder. It's called Tinder. Excuse me. Water went down wrong. It must have been me thinking about Tinder. All right. Excuse me. Moving right along. I know that some of the women that follow me and men are older, right? And so I want to touch on some applications for older people really quickly. These are eHarmony. Now, I'm going to tell you something about eHarmony. It's expensive. eHarmony is expensive. And apparently they're the first that used algorithms to match you. You go through and you have to answer a lot of questions about your personality and a lot of stuff. And it is expensive. Like the top package is like $800 for like 6 months. But they claim that they're going to match you. They give you a match percentage based upon all of the answers you put in. So you got to make sure you answer truthfully. Match.com also is good for older people. OkCupid is good for older people. Our Time is one that's heavily advertised. That's good for older people. Yeah, 2 cents. eHarmony is expensive, but they get results. Apparently they get results. Silver Singles, Senior Match, Elite Singles, and lastly, Zoosk, Zoosk. So I'm going to go over them again if you didn't get that. eHarmony, Match.com, OkCupid, Our Time, Silver Singles, Senior Match, Elite Singles, and Zoosk. So there you go. Now, the next one, and this is an important one. If you are a single parent, there's a new app called Stir that specifically caters to single parents. Specifically. They cater to you. It's called Stir. Another one, other apps that are good for single parents, Match.com. I don't know why this is a thing, but apparently Military Cupid. Military Cupid. OkCupid. Plenty of Fish. Single Parent Meet. And Zoosk. Now, but I've heard really good things about Stir. Now, if you are specifically interested in finding someone of the African American or brown persuasion, BLK seems to be the app. BLK seems to be the app. Okay? Now, does anybody have any questions about that before I move on? Any questions? Put them in the comments. If you have a question, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Going once. Questions going once. Questions going twice. Question going thrice. Middle Eastern women. OkCupid, Match.com. Also, the other one, Hinge. Because you can really nail down what ethnicity you're looking for. What's my favorite? Based upon my dating rules, because I can only answer based upon my dating rules. My favorite is Bumble. And let me tell you why Bumble is my favorite. Number one, I only want to date women who are enthusiastic and excited about dating me. That's Don P's dating rule number 3. Only date people who are excited and enthusiastic about dating you. So I'm going to tell you one thing about Bumble that's really interesting. You can match with women, but they got 24 hours to contact you. If they don't contact you in 24 hours, it goes away. Now, let me tell you what I used to do. I used to, on the man side, you can extend the person's time. You can extend their time for another 24 hours for them to be able to contact you. I don't do that. I used to. I don't do that anymore because that goes against the dating rule. You only want to date people who are excited and enthusiastic about dating you. If a woman can take 24 hours and you got to give her another 24 hours to message you, she's not excited and enthusiastic about dating you. She has plenty of other options that she's looking at. You feel me, 2 cents? You feel me, Pain? You guys feel me? See, I like Bumble because I only want a woman that can come with that game. If she's used to pretty privilege and just because she's been cute all her life, she expects not to do any work, you can take your ass on somewhere. I want a woman that can inspire me to respond. Look, some Ambrosian saying, "Man, please approach women in public, especially the most beautiful ones." They're not doing it anymore. It's not happening anymore. You're going to have to do the work online, Ambrosian. You're going to have to do that work online. It's not happening anymore. Men are done with doing that. Men are not afraid of beautiful women. Men are in a new place where women are saying they're strong, independent, don't need no man. They're strong, independent, don't need no man, want a man. They have actually screamed on men who have and accused men of trying to harass them, who have tried to talk to them in public. They're not doing it anymore. It's not all women. Nothing is not all everybody, but it's enough women where men have pulled back. There is no happy mediums in life, Erica. It's either one or the other in this one. And if men are passing you by that you think are eligible and you don't know how to flirt and you don't know how to get that man's attention, that's on you. That's your problem. And I'm here to help you fix your problem because a lot of y'all don't know how to flirt. And a lot of y'all look in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm pretty. Damn, I'm fine. Damn, I'm cute. You know what? It's normal. Beauty is normal now. It's normal. Because it's everywhere. Because a man can go on his phone and he can see millions of beautiful women. And he can get access to those women. He never has to deal with rejection. Ever. Because if they don't like him, they're not going to swipe on him. Alpha asks a good question. If someone asks you for your number and you say, I'll take yours, it's not rude, but you're trying to take control of the situation. If you're concerned that they're going to call you too much or stalk you, get a secondary phone that you can give them the number to. So you can screen them before you give them your main number. If you need to screen them, you need to screen them. But if a woman says, you can give me your number, I'll be like, thanks, but no thanks. I'm a man. I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to call me. I'm not doing that. Why is flirting important? Because it shows a man that you're interested in him. If you don't flirt with a man, you might be married. You might be in a relationship. A man doesn't know. He truly doesn't know where you stand. So flirting is critical. Flirting is critical. You got to learn how to flirt if you don't know how to flirt. If you're not a feminine lady, if you think you're an alpha woman, you better learn how to flirt and be feminine because men are not attracted to strong, independent women. Don't need no man, want no man. I'm telling you, good men ain't attracted to that. You're going to either get a Pookie and a Ray Ray who going to sit on your couch and play PS5 or Xbox, or you're going to get a beta man who you're going to have to carry the load in all things. Just letting you know. Let's see what other questions we got. Yeah, Amy said if they abuse your number, just block them. 2 Cents is right. WhatsApp is a great way to talk. Vivian says she has 2 phone numbers and screen folks all the time. Kissy is right. Flirting is just as important as foreplay. It's just as important. Let's see what Amy said. I tell a man if he asks me out, I'd say yes. Rest is on him. Don't need to flirt hard like a girl. I don't know about that, Amy. You better be careful with that. I don't know about that. I can agree with you saying if a man is not asking you out, if you're saying, hey, if you were to ask me out, I would definitely say yes. I think you're very handsome. I agree with that. But you got to battle just like everybody else to get a man. Guys, I need to change your perspective, ladies. Your father and your ex-boyfriends and your baby fathers and your ex-husbands and other men have been telling you you're hot shit your entire life. You're the best. There's nobody prettier. There's nobody finer. Look at that smile. Look at those boobs. Look at that ass. Look at the way you do your makeup. Look at that hair. Look at all of that. Men can go and see beautiful women every single day for free on Instagram, Snapchat, on TikTok, and for money that a lot of men have, they can also have sex with them. Just letting you know. These TikTok models and Instagram models that you see, if you slide into their DMs, oh yes, you can smash them. And they be beautiful a lot of times. So understand, you're not just competing with other women who want something serious. You are also competing with other beautiful women who's just in it for the money. I'm sorry to inform you, but you've been told that you're up here when you might not be. So you're going to have to compete. And if you don't want to compete, then you can do everything by yourself for the next 50 years. Eat by yourself, go on vacation by yourself, never get no flowers, gifts. Miss Black said, I attract young men 10 to 15 years younger than me. How old are you, Miss Black? Diamond, how old are you? And I'll tell you. What you say same for, Sika? What were you talking about there? 2 Cent said he's still waiting for flowers, ladies. Hey, it's nothing wrong with getting men flowers. Oh, Miss Black Diamond, they want to clap your cheeks. They're cheek clappers and breaker. They're cheek clappers and breaker of headboards. That means they want to have sex with you. 15 years younger than you? Yeah, they trying to smash. They trying to smash you. If you're looking for, let me tell you, Miss Diamond, what a female dating coach told me. This is what a female dating coach told me. Okay? She said, if you're over age 40 as a woman, you need to be dating men 10 to 15 years older than you. She's a professional dating coach. She has a big business and been doing it for years and years and years, a long time. I asked her, she told me, if you're over 40, you're dating. So if you're 52, then you should be dating men between 62 and 67. Kira, you are a very, very unique small percentage, Kira. And Kira, you're also only 38. And you damn attractive. So there you go. Sika, they definitely want to clap your cheeks. That's what happens when you attract younger men. Amy said, I know where I'm fine and ugly. I specialize because I have a great capacity for loyalty and love. Loyalty, love, being feminine is awesome. Yeah, Miss Black, you go meet them everywhere. You a cougar. They know you trying to smash. They know you trying to smash. So they're going to target you. Swatsky said, I'm 48. My boyfriend is 34. We have the best relationship together, 9 years and no cheating. Swatsky, let me ask you a question. Have you had any children? Does your boyfriend already have kids? Well, Miss Black Diamond, if you don't care for younger men, then you got to go 10 years up. Swashki or Shawitsky, you don't want kids. What about him? Does he have kids? He doesn't have kids? See, this is a dangerous situation, ladies and gentlemen. She's 48. He's 34. Dangerous situation. Dangerous. I'm sorry. I wish the best for you. But I have a friend that I grew up with. His girlfriend and him was 15 years apart. He decided one day after saying he didn't want kids that he wanted children. Now she's 50 and alone. And he's 36. It's dangerous. That's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. I hope it works out for you. I do. But men, a lot of times, I didn't know I wanted kids. I didn't know I wanted kids till I was 38. I did not know I wanted children until I was 38. And bear in mind, more than half of the population of men don't have children here in the United States. You can start a whole new life as a man at 42. I want you to understand at 42, he can marry a 25-year-old easily. If he can meet your requirements, he can meet a 25-year-old's requirements. That is very dangerous. And I do wish you the best. And I see your ex cheated on you. And cheating is a very big thing for you. If you haven't gone to therapy about the cheating, you need to go to therapy about the cheating. Because just because someone won't cheat on you doesn't mean they won't walk out the door. And if he's not married, all he got to do is pick up his box from your house with his toothbrush, his condoms, his PS5, his underwear and t-shirts and walk right out the door. Remember, one of my dating rules is there is no commitment unless you are married. Let's see what else we got. Yes, Vivian, you are correct. A lot of men decide they want kids later because I'm going to tell something to our beautiful friend. Men get older and they start thinking about their legacy. And men can only get legacy in two ways. What they do in their job and their business and their children. That's it. That's the only two ways that men can build a legacy for themselves. So Shawisky 73, I hope it works out for you. But that's dangerous. You're engaged. You're not married yet. Happiness always turns to sorrow when things change. I'm not saying that it won't work out for you. I'm not saying that it won't. But a 34-year-old man with a 48-year-old woman is a dangerous situation if he doesn't have any children. That is dangerous. At the best, if I was you. Yep, Amy, an engagement unfortunately means nothing these days. I've talked to a woman who's been engaged 5 times. Haven't gone through with the marriage. 5 times. The best thing, Shawisky, the best thing that I can say for you is go and freeze your eggs, have some eggs or embryos ready so that if he changes his mind at 39, you guys can get a surrogate and have kids. We welcome everybody in here, but everybody is giving you the warning signs because that's a huge warning sign for me. You 48 and he 34? The man is still a boy. Men don't hit their earning potential in this country till 45. I live in a nice neighborhood where it's a bunch of 45-year-old men and their wives are 28. So the best thing that I can say is go and freeze your eggs and know that if he wants kids, you can give him one through a surrogate. Don't get caught when you can't give him no kids because he gonna bounce if he wants them. Once he realizes that with his death, his name dies, he dies. Guys, you got to understand something about men. We know the only way that we live on is through our children. We are very acutely aware of our mortality. You don't understand that about men. You got to understand it. I was riding with my mom and I was talking to her about this. I say this as a man who dated an older woman. I thought about marrying an older woman who she was 44. She was 44 and she was in premium condition. I'm talking about stellar shape. Worked out every single day, was a nurse, incredible human being and beautiful. But she had 3 children. Her last one at 36. And she had her tubes tied. No, it's not good because she had her tubes tied, Elena. I wanted kids. So before I would go further with her, I said, you would need to go to see a specialist, a fertility specialist, to check on your ability to give me children. Now, what the fertility specialist told her was, you still have eggs. You can freeze your eggs. You can do the embryo way. But here is the thing. Here is the challenge, guys. What the fertility doctor told her. And she's a nurse, so she knows a lot of this stuff, but not all of it. She said, but you're still 44 years old. A 44-year-old woman's eggs is still a 44-year-old woman's eggs. And there's no guarantee that it will take. There are no guarantees here. I want a guarantee. Men can only live through their children. We understand our mortality. We die 10 years younger than you guys, ladies, because we work ourselves to death. We have heart attacks, strokes, we stress. I hope you listen to this advice because I'm a man who dated older women for a long time. And one of the reasons why I dated them was because there was no fear of getting them pregnant. I'm 51. I want a man my age to marry. Amy, you probably aren't going to get it. chances are you're going to have to go 7 to 10 years up. And that's not my numbers. That's coming from a professional matchmaker who's been doing it for like 14 years. I interviewed her and she said, if you're over 40, the man that you need to be looking at is 10 to 15 years older than you. And that's coming from a woman. That's not coming from me. P. Treasure said, I got pregnant at 41. The pregnancy was difficult, but I still have eggs, but I don't want more. I had my second child at 43 and was on bed rest most of the time. See, it gets harder. 2 Cents said, I dated women as well, but most women, I didn't want more kids. But see, 2 Cents, you already had children. If you already got kids as a man, not one, but multiple kids, you good. You date an older woman. Why not? You can shoot up the club every night. Ain't no trouble. You can shoot the club up. Yes, I do. I want to guarantee that my significant other can give me a child. Absolutely. Because that's what women's bodies were made to do. Now, men's bodies are made to give life. Women's bodies are made to receive the life, foster it inside of their womb, and deliver. If you're 60 and didn't take care of yourself, you got to go to 70. So I wasn't with that older woman because she had gotten her tubes tied. And with the tying of tubes and the degradation, she was going to turn 45, and the degradation of her eggs, I was concerned. Do I want him to be 7 to 10 years older than me so he still thinks I'm the prize at my younger age? Well, she mentioned that it's multiple reasons and studies. I researched this and it does prove out. Those men are more likely to be well established, stable. They've already had children. They wouldn't be interested in any other children. 50-year-old men are still getting 20-something-year-old wives and having children out here, Amy, just to let you know. Just to let you know. They still doing it. So they're more established. You guys will have more things in common. And I think some of it is. They with a woman 7 to 10 years younger than them, that makes them feel good. Short Petite Love said 49 and still don't want kids. Well, Short Petite Love, then you need to find a man who already has them. What's the reason you're recommending I go for a guy 10 years older than me? I want a reason. The reason is guys your age can have women much younger than you. That's the reason. Their options are broader than your options at 51. A 51-year-old man's options are broad. I live in a community, I see 50-year-olds riding in their drop tops with 20-something-year-olds all the time. One of my neighbors on the other side, he's 51. His wife is 29, just turned 29, actually. He had no kids, and so they're working on their kids. This happens often because men don't hit their financial peak in this country till between the ages of 45 and 55, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, look at Michael Jordan as a perfect example. Michael Jordan got a younger wife and started a whole new damn family. Elena said, Some older men have broken eggplants, so be careful. That's why I got the 3-date rule. You need to find, if you go on 3 dates with a man, you need to find out what that eggplant do on the 3rd date. If that eggplant don't work, you don't waste no more time. You don't waste no more time. Find out what that eggplant do. Now, here's one of the other things. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about today, and then I'll be back on later because I got a lot of work to do today. Here's the thing. Your online bio, your online profile is a representation of your brand and who you are, okay? Brands matter. When you see this can is a Fanta can, right? Sunkist looks similar. So if I wanted Fanta, I'm looking for the Fanta brand. Brands matter. Brand recognition and how a brand is perceived matters. So I want to go over really quickly. If your online dating profile sucks, if it sucks and you need some help, email me at donpsounds@gmail.com. I will consult with you for free. But if you want me to change some things, fix some things, I'll charge you a small fee. I want people to be successful on here. Now, that's donpsounds.com. A lot of dating profiles are left incomplete. A lot of women on dating profiles have information on the profiles that's not telling a story about who they are. It is telling people what they want or don't want. You find that out in the video call, which I recommend you having after you match. So if you're on there telling men, a lot of y'all are garbage, a lot of y'all are trash, if you ain't going to be consistent, don't email me. You ain't going to ever find what you're trying to find. It ain't going to happen for you. You got to make sure that your dating profile lines up with what you are looking for. So first of all, your pictures have to be excellent and not selfies. You can get a stand or someone else to take a picture. You can set your phone on a timer. Number two, do not put in your bio how much you don't want a man, ladies, and you don't need a man, you just want a man. Do not try to impress us with your resume because we're not impressed. We're not. I don't care what your education is. I don't care where you work. I only care about it so I know whether you got time enough to spend time with me. That stuff does not matter to men. I'm sorry. You want it to matter and you want that to increase your stock, but it doesn't. It only increases your stock with men like Pookie and Ray Ray, who want to sit on your couch while you go to work and play PS5. It definitely increases your stock with them. So if you would like to pay all of the bills, keep impressing somebody with how much money you make and how big of an education you have. You need to impress men with your femininity, with your beauty, with your fitness, your health, your inspiration, the way that you talk, the way that you present yourself. I can give a damn whether you work on fries at McDonald's or you're the senior VP at Bank of America. I care how you treat me. I care how you present yourself. That's what I care about. And that's what men care about. Pookie and Ray Ray, they're looking for a come up. So they're going to boost you too. This is what Pookie and Ray Ray do. Hey, Elena, Erica, this is what Pookie and Ray Ray do when they find out you got a good job, good education, your own house, your own car, all of this stuff. Pookie and Ray Ray ain't got none of that. Let me tell you how they do it. Damn, queen, you doing your thing. You doing your thing. Damn, queen. Look at you. Dope ass house, dope car. You killing it at your job. Man, you amazing. You doing your thing. I'm trying to be like you. And then your ego kicks in. Your ego kicks in. You start feeling like, yeah. And you pump out your chest. Yeah, I am good. I am the woman. They gonna come over and they gonna clap your cheeks like your cheeks have never been clapped ever before. I mean, they gonna tear you up. They ain't busting in 2 or 3 minutes. It's gonna be hours. And they're going to give you multiple rounds. And they are going to try to move in within a week. They going to say things like, I'm just looking for my queen so we can build together. I'm just looking for that woman, where I can support her goals and her dreams. I just want to be there for you, to support you as you grow. I'm so proud of you. They gonna get you. They gonna get you. And about a week and a half in, you're gonna realize this dude ain't left. And I went to work. I went to work, and I came back, and he's still on the couch playing the game. And now I got to clean up and make him dinner, and he going to want to smash for hours. They're going to tell you exactly what you want to hear. Oh, that's another good one, Erica. That's a beautiful one. I just want you to win, baby. Let me help you build. Let me be your support system. Let me be behind you. I got you. I'm here for you. That's what you get when you try to impress someone. You get a Pookie and a Ray Ray. So keep bragging on your job. And I got my own house. I got my own car. Don't need no man. Don't want a man. Keep doing it. Watch how you start getting the same men over and over and over. They target you. And they're going to call you queen. What's up, beautiful queen? Blah, blah, blah. They're going to brag on you. They're going to boost your ego. They're going to give you all of the validation in the world. They're never going to tell you the truth about you. They're going to always lie. No matter whatever decisions you make, no matter whatever decisions you make, they're going to say it's the best decision. They're going to back you in every respect because you are their meal ticket. I call them hobo, H-O-B-O, hobosexuals, because they're hobos with no place to live. And they're going to sex you to death. Polo Man says she's going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Oh, yeah. That's true, Antoine. Some would even try to impregnate you. And you know what that means. You can either keep Pookie or he getting child support from you. So there you go. So let's get back to the rules. Again, if you need help with your dating profile, email me. Because some of you guys got some terrible pictures. That needs to be adjusted. You need a full body picture on there. Stay away from these selfies. You need to fill in all of the information. Don't leave a bunch of stuff blank. You need to make sure that you're checking your dating profile every day. If you need photos, 2 Cents Johnson does photography. And if you have some photos that you've taken, I'm sure he can edit them a little bit to make them look a little cleaner. You got to get better pictures, ladies, because it's women on there bringing the heat. Oh, my God, hipster genius. Thank you so much. Do not put pictures on your profile with you and your damn friends, because you might not be the hottest friend. And that man immediately is going to want the hottest one. That's goofy. Don't put pictures up there with you and your kids, you and your family. Your mom might be hotter. Don't do it. Okay, guys, that's it for me on this one. Yeah, the dog too. Keep the dog away. Speak to the men that don't complete their profile at all. They're Pookies and Ray Rays. You don't have to even deal with them because they're Pookies and Ray Rays. I completed everything in my profile. I left nothing blank. All right, guys, I'll see you later on this evening, about 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate your support.